Hey, you guys see this little video camera right here? See this little thing? This little, right? You guys, every single time you guys get on one of these meetings, you know what you need to do? You guys need to be recording with this little phone right here. You guys need to be taking pictures of this, and you guys need to be posting this all over social media and say, this morning, if you were on our call, you'll know how to become a millionaire. If you weren't on our call, DM me. I'll tell you how to get on these calls. This is how millionaires are made. Guys, every day, every single thing you do, you should be trying to figure out. Everybody, if you got a pin on you, by the way, listen to me. Number one, I'm grateful. I know that everybody's really busy. I know that it's Monday morning. You guys are like, shit, I got to make some money. Let's just ask yourself one question. We're going into the last 60 days of the year. How'd you do the first 10 months? Okay, listen to me. If you didn't do the first 10 months like you really wanted to do this year, let me ask you a question. Could you slow down and give me your ears for the next 30 minutes? And I'm going to tell you how to win. Now, number one, if you're taking notes, which if anybody really cares about growth, I want you to write down 4 things real fast. And we can talk about sales, closing. We can talk about all kinds of stuff, speaking, confidence, building a business, being the best at what you do. But let's talk about this. There's 4 things that will change everything in your life, everything. Number one, people need to know who you are. Write that down. People need to know who I am. I was just telling him a minute ago, I said, hey, a lot of people think that your new currency and money is who you know. No, it's fucking who knows you. Who agrees with that? Who agrees with that? Everybody's like, oh man, I know this guy. He ain't gonna fucking do dick for you, dude. Who knows you? Everybody needs to know who you are, number one. Number two, what you do. Write that down, what you do. So do people clearly know what Paul Massey does? Do people know what Samuel Edmonds does? Does everybody know what Nelson Taylor does? Does everybody know what you do? So who you are, like you as an individual, you're the brand. Number two, what you do. Number three, how great you are at what you do. Write that down. Neil Foster. How great you are at what you do. Does everybody know how great you are, man? Do they know? They don't know. That's a problem. That's a massive problem. So who you are, what you do, how great you are at what you do. And number 4, where you're at. How did they get access to you? How do they find you? How do they initiate a conversation? All right, now everybody write this down. Marketing. Okay, we're going to call it social media, lead generation, branding, marketing. We're just going to write down a simple word, marketing. Marketing, okay? If you want to make marketing become a sell or a recruit, you're going to have a conversation, right? Would you guys agree? Look, dude, in marketing, people are like, oh, dude, I'm going to make a funnel and it's going to make a fuck ton of money. No, you're not, dude. No, you're not. If people don't know who you are, they're not going to buy off your funnel, okay? You're going to have a conversation with somebody. If you guys want to recruit people, messaging people, now listen, let me just give you an example, okay? Ron Miller. Ron, unmute for a minute.
Nope.
Ron, have you ever gotten one of those text messages that say, hey, this is Andy down here. I'm the head underwriting coordinator for FY and Z insurance. We saw that you just got your license and we would love to offer you more comp, free leads, a business plan. Say yes if you would like to, right?
Yeah.
Dude, you fucking ignore them. Dude, listen to me. How does a conversation get had? Well, you know what? Number one, you can text somebody, you can DM somebody, you can send somebody a video. Dude, wouldn't it be cool, Ron, if I sent a video? Watch this. Instead of that shitty generic text, guys, is it 2023 almost, the age of fucking video? Yeah, it's the age of video. Dude, imagine this. What would you like? Mike Curry, if I was going to send you a message and I sent you a text, it is like, hey, Mike, what's up? My name's Andy Elliott. How's your day going? Okay. All right. You see the text, you see the writing. And I'm like, or I make a video. Screw the text. And I'll say, hey, Mike, what's up, man? It's Andy. I'm here in the VIP lounge. Kicking ass, man, taking over the world. Listen, man, I wanted you to know me. I've got a conversation I want to have with you. I think that's going to play out really, really big in your favor. I need about 30 seconds. Do me a favor. Text me back what time we can get on a call. Thank you, brother. By the way, I appreciate your time. I know you're busy, but this call is important. I need 30 seconds. Text me back. You're going to fucking text me, man. Okay, why? Why? Because I told you to text me. I didn't tell you to call me. So write this down, CTA. CTA is the call to action. How do you want people to contact you? Well, if you guys will listen up here, I'm going to go off to another end of my business for a minute. And I want to tell you this, my company will net 120 million this year. Watch this. We're going to go back in time. Ready? 1 million, 8 million, 40 million, 120. 4 years. 1, 8, 40, 120. How? All organically. I'm everywhere. Guys, I'm not the end all be all. I'm going to ask you a question. Do you want, okay, let's go to Todd Hasenberger, right? Todd, unmute for a second. Let me grab you.
Hey, what's up, man?
Hold on. Why can't we hear you? Oh shit, my mute's down. Hold on. Here we go. We're going to fucking figure out how to turn this volume up. Hold on real quick. Damn, where's the ball? Oh, wait, hold on. It's behind the computer. Hold on. Here, hey, speak now.
Can you hear me now?
That's why we couldn't hear us. Say something. Hold on, bud. We need some volume. Son of a bitch. All right, so listen. So think about this real quick. Hold on one second. My bad, Melvin. Joke's on me. Don't know how to turn my volume on. All right, we'll get someone else to do it here in a minute. My bad. Here, I'm going to go back to you, Todd. I want you to think about something for just a second, right? You're really, really good at what you do. You run good numbers, yes or no?
Yep.
Okay, crushing it, killing it. Can I ask you a question? Does everybody in the world know who you are?
Of course not.
I mean, everybody. Think about this. There's 8 billion people. Does everybody know who you are? No,
of course not.
but they should, because
Yeah.
you're a great guy and you care about people and you can show people how to have a better life and you have a good heart. And more people need to be around people that have a good heart. The problem is that you're the best in your room, but there's 9 other rooms you need to get in. And by the way, Todd, if you can't get in those 9 other rooms, a guy that's not as good as you, who doesn't have a good as heart as you, who doesn't work like you, don't care about people like you, he's going to get in those rooms when you didn't get in them, and he's not as good as you, but he'll beat you, and he's not as good as you because he got more rooms than you. Does that make sense? 100%. And when I say rooms, guys, I'm talking about one thing. It's social media. By the way, listen to me. I'd love to talk about sales. Hey, Jonathan, hey, can you help me? Hey, I'm trying to figure out how to turn this damn volume up. So I don't get it. But here's what I want you to know is this, hey, can you show me how to turn this volume up? I don't get it. If I'm on a Zoom meeting, how do I, without getting out of it? See, there we go. Kid's a genius. There we go. We just got to turn that up right there. All right. We're good now. I can hear you. Holy shit. Hey, listen to me. By the way, do you have to be tech savvy to be on social media? Obviously not. I can't even turn the freaking volume up on a Zoom meeting. But you know what I can tell you? Hey, is this. You know what's funny is that we laugh our way to the bank every day because we can take a simple little iPhone right here. And then every single thing that I do, I just record it and then I put it out there and it's called bait. I'm constant. Hey, by the way, 99% of the people in the world don't live their own life. They watch other people live life. Would everybody agree?
Yep.
Isn't that fucked up? So let me ask you a question. You walk into a restaurant right now. What do you see? Everybody's got their heads down doing this. Everybody's doing this. Okay. Let me ask you a question. They coming across your stuff? So here's what I need you guys to do right now. I need you guys to make some noise. There's a word, it's called obscurity. Obscurity means people don't fucking know you. And I want you to understand this. You can't be shy. You got to have courage and you can't play small. Some of you right now, listen to me, as I'm like talking to you, you're like, dude, who's this guy? That's your fucking problem. That's your problem. You're so limited in your thinking that you think you know it all. And that's the reason why your house isn't paid off. Your car isn't paid off. You don't have millions in the bank because you don't listen. I'm just listening. By the way, if you're on this call and you're like, dude, I'm listening to everything you're saying. Good. You're the 1%, but the other 99 aren't going to listen. Do you know why? Because they got a fucking closed mindset and they don't want to grow. Everybody listen up right now. If you don't have everything in your life that you've ever wanted, why not? It's because of you. So what do? Number one, I'm not asking you to envy me. I'm asking you to emulate. Emulate means this. If somebody's doing something that you're not doing and it's creating massive success, wouldn't you be an idiot not to do it? And you say, well, I don't want to do that. I don't want everybody out there seeing my stuff. Do you know what generation you live in? Like, look, in the 80s, I get it. They said, lay under the radar, play small, right? Don't put your Don't put yourself out there. That's cockiness. That guy, he's got a big head. Oh, that, what do they call that in the Bible where somebody really like thinks highly of themselves? You know what I'm saying? What is that? Not envy, but when somebody really believes highly in themselves, who can answer that? Vain. People are like, oh, that guy's vain. No, I'm not. I know what market I'm in. I know my market, dumbass. Every single person in the world is out there right now. What do you call that when you're trying to be like someone else? Okay, so what do you want to do? Do you want to be an example? Guys, if you're a leader, are you an example for others? Yes or no? Yes. Can I ask you a question? Watch this. I'm going to give you a funny scenario just real quick. How many great people are out there that you should have on your team that aren't on your team? But if they were on your team, they would love being on your team. The reason why they're not on your team is because someone else made some noise and you didn't. You know why? Number one, because you give a shit what other people think about you. And that's a big problem. See, when you become carefree, we just don't care anymore. You become dangerous. It's almost like being in prison. And listen, just so I can let you know this, 99% of the people that are lost don't know they're lost. They're lost, but they don't know they're lost. And that's the reason why they don't fucking change. Can I ask you a question? Let's go look at your last 2 years in business. Has it done this? Is it in a vertical? Do you see your business climbing massively? I mean, look, let's just look at this real quick. I'm going to go here to Samuel Edmonds. Samuel, unmute real quick. I want to talk to you real quick. Watch this.
Yo.
Okay, you're young, right? How old are you? 30?
29.
29? Pretty spot on, right? Okay, now listen up. You've been working the last 10 years of your life, probably working since you're 18. Would you agree?
Right.
Okay, so in the last 12 years, hey, can me and you talk straight for a minute? Is that cool?
Yeah, do your thing.
Okay, cool. Samuel, how much money you got saved up, cash in the bank?
$100.
Okay, I was about to say, I don't give a fuck if you're a negative 100 grand or positive 100 grand. Okay, do me a favor. Write this down. So you've been working 12 years and you got $100 in the bank. And I don't care if it's 100 grand, but you got $100. Can I ask you a question? After 12 years of work, did you think you'd be farther by now?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Now listen, let's say some of you guys are like, well, I'm better than him. Okay, let's say you got 100 grand in the bank. Let's say you had $100,000 in the bank. Samuel, working 12 years and 100,000, you've been making $8,000 a year. Savings. Is that really a good job after 12 years?
Nah.
Listen to me. I'm going to explain this to you. You're settling. I want to go over something with you. There's something that I talk about all the time. And I was talking to him about. It's called total recreation. You've got to totally recreate. I'm looking at all you guys right now, and I wish I could just tell you to strip down fucking naked. Let me see what you look like, because I would know how disciplined you are. Listen, I said discipline. You know why people don't get what they want? Because they're not disciplined. You know, the disciplined people in the world always get what they want. And the reason why you're not is because you're one-dimensional. A lot of you guys think you can only have one area of life when you can have all areas of life. I need you to know this. Do you know, Samuel, you're only going to get to live a certain amount of years in your life. Let's just say you only get 60. You're already done 30. What are you going to do with this back half 30? By the way, dude, you guys think you're going to live twice? If you guys don't decide to start giving it all you got right now, you're not going to make it. So no hype game. What am I trying to drive home to you guys? It's 2023. It's the age of the influencer. Does every single one of you guys have something to bring to the table to help somebody in their life? If you do, and you're not playing it, you're doing a disjustice to fucking people. And guess what? I'm going to let you know this. And you already heard this a million times, but I'll tell you one more time. When you decide not to settle, there'll be conflict. Let me explain this. Brandon, when you decide not to settle, they'll tell you you're an idiot. You're getting out there on social media. You're too old to get on social media, Brandon. What do you think? You're 18 years old? What are you, a TikTok kid or something? Listen to me. Where do you think your audience is at? Right here. This will make you rich. Now, let's talk about a couple of things. Number one, mindset. Mindset is this. What do you want? Plan tomorrow, today, write it down on a piece of paper and attack. Tactically, Listen, write this down. Ready, guys? And some of you, you're already thinking about your next deal. You're already thinking about what you're going to do today. Your head's already fucking getting clouded. Listen to me. I'm going to tell you how to win. 75% of your day needs to be revenue. 25% of your day. Here, come sit down, man. Come on. Hey, 25. Here, jump over here too, man. Get closer to me. I'm not going to bite you. Listen, hey, 75% of your day needs to be revenue. 25% of your day needs to be building. Write this down. 75, because some of you guys be like, well, when am I going to do that? Do I do that at lunch? No, you build at night. At night. Build at night. Okay. I start my day at 5 a.m. in the morning. I go to the gym. I believe if you want to know how I run my life, physical, mental, business. It's very easy. Physical. If I physically take care of myself, I'm 43 years old, 6% body fat, freaking 210 pounds. I eat clean. I eat healthy. I go out with I got 3 kids. I got a beautiful wife. I've got a team of 60 guys. Guys, listen to me. I'm the leader. Are you guys the leader? Or are you the follower? You guys going to lead the pack? Dude, do you guys want big fat leaders? Or do you want fucking strong, badass alpha men and women leaders? Yeah. You want to look up somebody you respect, right? Well, then look respectable. Guys, get yourself back in A+ shape again. Okay. I'm telling you, I went some time in my life when I wasn't in the best shape. And you know what I learned is that my mind was getting mentally soft. I was turning weak. So you want to have the strongest mindset? By the way, those that have the strongest mindset win. That's the game. It's all about mindset. What's the difference between a dog, a pig, a horse, fucking cow, and a human? A mind. It's a mind. This thing right here is your unfair advantage. The stronger this is, the more you're going to do. And by the way, listen to me. In life, just so you're aware, like we've got this technology, this computer. Hey, okay, so I'm going to give you a cheat code, right? Here's what I want you to do. I want you to draw a stick figure, and I want you to put me. And I want you to draw a line, and then on this side, I want you to put the rest of the world. Draw a big ball, like that's the whole world. And I want to explain the game. And once you know the rules to the game, you own the world, okay? Number one, okay, your job is to take up space in other people's heads. That's your job. Your job is to create a funnel of great content, which is you're the content on social media. And I don't care if you don't have anybody today, in a year, you'll have a lot of people as long as you start doing it today. And at night, your goal is to build great content, shoot inspiring 15, 20-second videos that make people want to join your team, know who you are, right? And then also another deal is write the rest of the world, okay? You know what the rest of the world means? All the other people out there, every single one of them, okay? You're going to be the person that's going to show them how to live life. That's going to be it. You're going to show them. So I want you to know this, that look, I'm sitting here with you guys right now. We're having this meeting because this meeting needs to be had. This is how we're going to start the week. You guys right now, the content that you get from this, could you play that on 15, 20-second clips and be like, dude, if you want to get in rooms like this, if you want to go to new levels, new gears, recreate yourself, find a life you never imagined, shoot me a text message right now. So that's my call to action. I don't tell people to call me. I tell people to text me. Now listen to me. The video has been the name of the game for my entire company. I'm going to explain what my guys do every morning. Number one, every morning, I told you to build. Every morning, the first hour of the day, my guys send text messages constantly to all their clients, letting them know, hey, we're grateful for you. We appreciate you. We love you. Have a great day. Anything you need, I got your back for life. They fly out 100 text messages. Now, we're not asking to sell these people something because they'll be warm and ready next week. So they're building their pipeline, getting people ready, okay? How many of you right now have sold a lot of policies, but you haven't connected or touched base with those people in a long time? You know why? Because you don't know the rules to the game. Here's the rules to the game. You need to take up space in their head so they're always thinking about you. Out of sight, out of mind. Do you guys think that people that you sold insurance to, like, know people that need insurance? Yes, because any person that's breathing is going to die one day and not breathe anymore. So 100% of every person you talk to, their friends qualify for you. But you're so small-minded that you're selling them one time and you're not staying in touch with them. Why? Because you're falling for the common rule of the game. You're looking for new money. Everybody write this down, 3 R's. 3 R's. We've been talking about it since the beginning of the call. Number 1 is reach. R-E-A-C-H. Reach. What does that mean? People need to know who you are, what you do, how great you are at what you do, and where you're at. Reach. You got to reach more people. That's the first R. Number 2, revenue. You got to make money. You got to put up dough. Listen to me. Some of you guys are so concerned with this big plan that you're not fucking making the dials. You're not making the calls. And when you are making the calls, which we'll get to this, the calls that you're making, like, dude, do you sound like everybody else? Dude, if somebody answers the phone, they're screwed. If you just fucking look at the phone, I'm going to sell you some shit. Don't even look at your phone. Because if you look at the phone when it's ringing, I'm going to fucking Jedi mind trick sell you some shit by not even answering. But if you get on the phone, it's over. Okay. And by the way, if they pick up the phone and they're like, who is this? How'd you get my number? I didn't fill shit out. I don't care who they are. Yes, you did. You did fill something out. Calm down, relax. Trust me, it's the most important decision of your life, most important conversation in your life. Look, I need 30 seconds. If you don't have what I like to say, hang up the phone. But if you hang up on me, you're a fool. Okay? Listen to me. My name's Andy Elliott. All right? You're alive. You got a family. Am I right? Okay, cool. Listen, you're going to go through. Get their fucking attention. Don't be like everybody else. You guys, I want you to understand this. Love don't lie. There's a little saying. I say love don't lie. What does that mean? That means I tell people the cold, hard truth, and I think people like that. I've seen people try to sell shit. Do you guys sell insurance or you help people? You help people. But some of you are still trying to sell insurance, which is why you suck, because you sound like all the other fucking people trying to sell it. You don't sell it. It's just simple. Like if people die and they don't have insurance, their family's hurt and somebody's left with a giant burden. That's the reason why I'm on the phone with you. And by the way, I can't predict when you're going to die. You can't predict. Look, if I could predict when you were going to die right now, would you buy insurance? If I could tell you the day. Well, cool. I can't tell you when, but I can tell you are going to die. And if you died without having insurance, your family would be hurt. Am I right or right?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and take care of this now. Like, listen to me. You guys need to understand this. Listen, you guys can get whatever the hell you want. I'm going to ask you a question right now. Let's do a mind audit. Let's do a mind audit. Is everybody right now have a delusional belief that every single person they talk to in this world will buy from them? Listen, some of you don't lie. Okay, some of you are still relying on hope and chances. Like, I hope this guy's going to say yes. I hope this deal. Stop. Dude, listen to me. You are self-sabotaging your own fucking success. Does everybody get this is a mind game? Who understands this is a mind game? This is an adult mind game. It's what it is. It's an adult mind game. So we played sports when we were younger. We were competitive. Now I'm competitive to who can have the best brain. So watch this. Remember I told you stick figure here, world here? Watch this. This is our goal with the world. We want the world on social media. We want them on computers. We want them to shut off their brain, and we want them to want to listen to us and do what we say. That's what we want. Okay. What we need to do though is shut off the computer, shut off social media, and start working this brain. You need to turn this mind on. And by the way, put aside everything else going on and say, hey man, and by the way, I'm going to give you an example of what a strong mindset looks like. Okay. Let's go here to Melvin. Melvin, unmute for a minute, just real quick. All right, Melvin, you got a family or is it just you?
Just me.
Okay, Melvin, how old are you?
23.
Melvin, you're super young. Okay. And by the way, I know you do a good job. I'm going to ask you a question. Do you want to be the person A I'm going to tell you about or the person B? And I'm going to go through two people here. A is going to be a person that literally, whenever they're broke, they fall apart. Okay. Or when their family doesn't work out right or something happens, they fall apart. Or when they lose their job, they fall apart. Or when they don't have the right car, they don't feel secure, they fall apart. Or you want to be B. You want to have security inside of you as a man where it belongs. You know what that means? That means this. You take my money, you take my house, you take my car. I don't care. I will have it all back next year. As long as I can be the man that sits down at my kitchen table with my wife and my 3 kids, and they are warm, because they know dad has security inside of them where it belongs. Every person in this world should be filled with massive security, but they're not. You know what they have, Melvin? They find it in cars, they find it in money, they find it in their job, and that's why they're fucked constantly, and why their head is constantly screwed up, and they can't run a great life. Melvin, remember this till you die. Your security is in you, and no matter what happens, I don't give a shit. If you will work on your mind, and every fucking day, you will figure out how to gain knowledge from the people who have it, and you'll learn everything that they know, and you will study them. The world's your library. If you know what you're looking for, it'll give you what you're looking for. It's that easy. Every day, 365 days a year, I read 20 pages a day. Pages. I don't read time, and I read pages. Okay, 20 pages. I count pages. 1, 2, don't matter how big or small the pages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to 20. When I'm done, I want you to understand this. These books, like this book, like I got a book in my hand. This book, it took me 20 years to learn what I learned, and I put it in this book. Melvin, if you read this book, you just beat 20 years and you figured out what I fucking knew. How crazy is that? But you know what? We got these people that are confused. Like, listen to me, but they're confused. Let me explain what I mean, okay? Have you ever sat there for a minute, and let's just be real, and you feel like a lot's going on in life, and you're like, shit, man, I need to get a hold of myself. Am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I felt that way too before. When you have security inside of you, you can self-correct. You can self-correct, but a lot of people, listen, a lot of people, they can't. Do you know every single person on this call? How many of you right now, you just love the life you have? You built it a certain way. Your mindset's strong. You're working out. You're taking care of the family. You're close to God if you believe in him. You're good to other people. You literally back up your work ethic like no other. You have a 9-figure mindset instead of a minimum wage mindset. And literally every single day, you're just so proud of you. When you look in the mirror, you love who you are. And how many of you right now, you're like, dude, man, I need something to change in my life. But listen to me. Do you know that you own your life? I mean, like you do, right? Like, so you can change your life because you own it. You know, so many people, they say, I'm just struggling. I got so many problems. Shit ain't going right. You're like, dude, it's your life. What do you want me to do about it? I can tell you what to do, but you own it. Quit bitching and change. Because if you don't change, nothing changes. Nothing. Dude, Melvin, I want to tell you, at 23 years old, swear to God in my life, you'll be worth $100 million by the time you're 27. 100 million, cash. Okay, cash. And I'm going to tell you how to do it. Number 1, shut out the fucking noise of the world. Have the courage to do what it takes. And if you see somebody doing something that's gaining ground and it's ethically and morally good, do it. I don't give a shit if you're an introvert. I don't care if you're scared. I don't care if you're shy. I don't care if you're afraid of heights. I don't care if it's a risk. It's a fucking risk not doing it. Okay. I don't give a shit. Be the person that actually has the balls to go do it. And the person that can self-correct is forever wealthy. What does that mean? Forever wealthy, self-correct. That means this: he controls his life. If he's got a problem and he can't change it, he's got a problem. How many of you right now, you got a problem in your life and you haven't fixed it yourself? Okay, watch this. Who's married? Raise your hand. Okay, so Keith, unmute for a minute. Watch this. This is funny shit. By the way, if you're a woman, same for me. I always say guys, but I mean men and women. Okay, so Keith, how long you been married?
11 years.
Okay, Keith, have you ever known anybody that just hadn't had a great marriage and they just seemed like maybe the day of the wedding day when they first got married? You remember the butterflies in the stomach? We're all excited. You're spending all this dough, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're 50 grand on your wedding because you want to go marry your baby girl. And then life just goes back to normal. All of a sudden you become partners. She becomes mom, you become dad. You're living together. You're sleeping in the same bed and you're miles apart. is a typical marriage in the world. Typical. Okay. Now watch this. These people, they fall out of love with each other, but they don't say it. They still love each other because they had kids together, but they're not in love with each other. You're not your wife's fantasy anymore. She doesn't think about you that way. Like when she first started, when she dated you. It's just the truth. Unless you work on it every single day, whatever you put into something, you get out of it.
Yes, sir.
Okay? Okay, now listen to me. I'm going to tell you something. This is probably the best advice you could ever get. Remember when you guys started this insurance business? You guys are like, man, I got this opportunity. Guess what? So many of you guys have forgot that you have that opportunity that you wanted, and you forgot about that newness and that exciting part that you thought you could change your life. Now you're just doing the fucking work. Just doing the work. Just doing the work. No butterflies in your stomach. Dreams gone. Just grinding away. Sometimes wondering, are you doing the right thing? Listen, here's the goal. So Keith, I tell people all the time, I've got some friends and they're fighting and they're going to see a marriage counselor. And I said, dude, if you guys just treated each other like you did in the beginning instead of the end, you guys would get along just fucking fine. You don't treat her good anymore. You don't show her special love. You don't, right? Guys, can I ask you a question? How many of you guys right now today, you're on this call, and honestly, you didn't wake up today and says, I cannot believe that I get to do this life. I can't believe I get to do this. You don't fucking have to do anything. So for anybody, it's like, I have to get on this call. I have to go to work. Dude, the fact that you think you have to, I get to. That's winners and losers. You know what winners do? They get to take care of their wife. They get to take care of their husband. They get to take care of their children. They get to go to the gym because there's people that can't. They get to. You don't have to, you get to. When you decide you get something, you are lucky, you feel alive, you have butterflies, you want to fucking win, right? You don't have that ego fucking mindset. You don't have that closed pride mentality. Dude, you guys got to understand this. Has there ever been a time that you've got a chip on your shoulder? Okay. I want you to understand this. You guys need to work like someone's trying to take it all away from you in the next 24 hours. I want to say one thing to all of you guys. So I've got a buddy, he's a good friend of mine. His name's Brad Lee, right? We do a lot of business together. And he says one common thing all the time, which is if you took one thing out of this call with that man, he says, you'll never out earn your own self-worth. And a lot of the times, like, you may not think that you're worth it, but you could still be in the job. You're not in your head like, hey, who wants to be a fucking millionaire? You're like, yeah. Dude, you don't want to be a millionaire. You don't even think you could be one. You know, I'll go back to my man that I was talking to a minute ago. He had $100, right? Where's he at? Is he still on this call? Sam, right there. Sam, listen, man. Dude, I'm going to tell you right now, Sam, you got to get fucking pissed off, dude. You got to get pissed off, Sam. You don't get pissed off, man, you ain't going to make it. I'm just being for real. I don't care what you did back in the day. I'm talking about what are we going to do fucking today? And by the way, you know what I love? I love underdogs. Okay. You know what underdogs do? They fucking bury Goliaths every day. Every day. So I'm going to ask you a question. You guys going to have a story worth telling? You going to have a story worth writing? If you are, you're going to have three things. Number one, you're going to have mindset. You don't have fucking mindset, you're fucked. Okay. Remember what I told you. Okay. 3 R's: reach, revenue, retention. Reach, you got to reach a lot of people. Be a great guy. Number 2, revenue. You got to put up money. Number 3, retention. What does that mean? How do I keep retention? All right, let's roll here. We're going to go to, let's go to my young buck, Melvin here, right? Melvin, we were just talking to you. Let's go to retention for a second. Let's cover some retention. All right. So Melvin, so it's the end of the call. You're selling me some insurance, right? You sell final expense, all that shit too, right? Right.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I go and buy a policy from you. I'm 60 years old. I just bought something. Talk to me. How do we close the call?
Yeah. So, yes, Andy. So we're pretty much done here as far as your application and request for coverage. So there's some bad news here. Do you want to hear the bad news or the good news?
Okay. What's up? Tell me what it is.
Yeah. So the bad news is that I'm your agent for life. So I'm basically tied into you. I don't know if you like that or not, but
Is that
they
bad?
start laughing at that. They start laughing.
You a bad guy?
Say that again.
I said, are you a bad guy?
No, I'm a great guy.
Why is that bad?
Say that again?
Why is that bad?
Well, it's not bad, it's just like a joke. For them.
Okay, cool. My bad. I'm not fucking funny. Okay, sorry. All right, go ahead.
And then the good news is that they got approved and I'll be their agent for life. And if they got any families or friends that need our services, then for them to please give me a call back and I'll take care of them as well.
Okay, are you guys ready? You
I'm
guys want to play the fucking massive lifetime retention game? And by the way, listen to me. 9 million people did tell you to do it 9 million different ways. You find your way. Okay. But by the way, Melvin, that's good news. That's good news, bud. I mean, fuck, I wasn't even that funny. I was like, is it bad? Listen, here's what I want you to know. Melvin, listen. Hey, Melvin, I just want to tell you, I appreciate it. Listen to me. I'm going to go ahead and push your application through. Okay. Here's what's going to happen next. Can you do me a favor? Can you grab a pen and piece of paper? What did I just say? I said, here's what's going to happen next. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and push your application through. And I want you to know the second that everything's approved, unless I already know I'm approved, right? I'm going to say, I'm going to call you immediately so you'll know everything is good. Now I need you to do me a favor. All right, Melvin, we've spent about 45 minutes to an hour here on the phone and got everything taken care of. Okay. My name is Melvin. I need you to write that down. Melvin, Melvin. And I want you to put insurance next to it. Life insurance, Melvin. So at any time that you're wanting to add more insurance, or you know a friend that needs it, I want you to just type insurance in your phone and it's going to pull me up. Is that okay? Because I know this, I'm going to be in front of you a lot and I want you to remember my name, but I want you to be able to type insurance in your phone and you're going to have my personal cell phone number, the same one my wife calls me on. Okay. Okay. Now, number 2, when I'm done, I'm going to also send you a postcard of me and my family or myself so that you'll always put a name with the face. You'll know who I am and you'll know that I got your back for life. Is that okay, Melvin?
That's okay.
Okay. And then lastly, I want to go over one more thing. I'm going to go ahead and let everybody know that you have life insurance. So I'll put you on the do not register list so people won't call you constantly. But I need you to understand this. Lots of people are still going to call you because you entered some information somewhere about life insurance. Okay. Listen to me. I need to let you know, Melvin, some of these people are really good. And their goal is, by the way, listen to me. I've already taken care of everything, but their goal is to try to get you to buy more insurance or to try to offer you something you don't need and just sell you more stuff. Do you hear me, Melvin?
I hear you.
Okay, now listen, now these people are going to try to call you. And I'm going to say this again, they're really good on the phone. They're really good salespeople. So I wanted to warn you about that. So you'll know that when they try to get you to spend more money, that you're better off just not to answer. Okay. Unless you want to spend more money. Okay.
That's right. That's right.
Okay, cool. Listen, so unless it's me calling you, which is Melvin, which you'll have my cell phone, then everything's good. And if you need anything, you'll call me. But for all insurance needs, just don't answer the phone. And guess what? When I tell these people that are reaching out are just trying to sell them more insurance, what do you think they're going to do? Hang up on them.
That's right.
Okay. How can I stop future insurance agents from trying to get me out of my policy? It's really simple. I'm going to tell them they're really, really good. Why did I say they're really good? Because people are like, I don't care how good they are. They're not going to get me. I'm like, okay, I just want you to know they're really good. Okay. Some of them are really good at what they do. Okay. And their goal is to get you to spend more money. And they'll even tell you things like they'll lower your payment, but then they won't give you all the stuff that I talked about and they won't tell you that. Okay. So I just want to warn you about that. And they're like, don't worry about it. I'm not going to do business with anybody. I already got this taken care of with you. We're good. I'm going to create a customer that'll fucking hang up on other people. That's called retention, guys. And by the way, listen to me. What did it take, Melvin? 30 seconds?
Yeah.
Okay, listen to me. When you get paid a commission, and let's say it's a $200 a month, so it pays $2,400. When they front that money, you don't want that money coming back out. Would you agree?
I agree. Yeah.
Okay, now lastly, listen to me. How many of you guys call your customers after they make their first payment? I'm going to explain this to you. Most people won't. Now listen to me. if you want to know the most successful people in the world, and I think we'll finish on this, they do two things. They do things that people can't do and won't do. So I want you to understand this. The compound effect of doing what your competition won't do is how you'll become rich. And I'm going to explain what I mean. So after the first payment gets made, you guys get a payment. You guys should always call people and you talk to them about bill swapping during tough times. Let me give you an example of what that means. So I'm going to call you. I'm going to say, hey, what's going on? Hey, I just want to reach out. This is Andy. Remember, I got your insurance all taken care of. Want to let you, number one, congratulations on being protected and you're good and everything's great. And then what am I going to say to them? I'm going to say, hey, listen, do me a favor. Rates are changing all the time with insurance. I've already locked in your rate. So there's two things I want you to do. Grab a pen. If you want to ever add more insurance, I want you to call my personal cell phone number. And since I already locked the rate in, I can go ahead and just add more. It's very easy. Number two, this is extremely important. This is probably the most important part of the conversation. Never miss your payment. Never. Don't ever be late, no matter what. What did I say this was? A bill swap. I'm going to tell them, I'm going to say, I need you to do me a favor. If there's ever a time in your life where times get tough and you're like, I don't know if I can make this payment, do me a favor. This is just a bill swap. I need you to swap out a bill that's not as important as this bill and don't pay that bill, but don't not pay this one. Why? Because if you miss a payment, you're going to have to get requalified again to get this. And as you get older and as times change and as rates goes up, you could probably get half the amount of coverage for twice the payment, which you would screw yourself by missing a payment. We wouldn't have started this if we were ever going to stop it. Wouldn't you agree, Melvin? We wouldn't have started it if we were ever going to stop it. Am I right?
You're right.
So I would hate to have to get us to requalify. So can you make me a promise? No matter what, if for some reason you can't pay something, don't pay something else. Just don't miss this one. Okay.
I promise.
Okay. Because you can't just go back on Amazon and buy another one. You have to requalify again. Okay. And it's getting harder and harder and harder, especially with new rules and new regulations. Now, listen to me. I'm not asking you to not pay your utility bill, your electric bill, and run your house off candles. It's not what I'm telling you. I'm telling you, instead of going to the mall, instead of buying birthday presents, instead of doing something stupid, like make sure this gets paid. It's just a bill swap. It's all it is. But I know you'll find a way. Whatever's important to you, you always find a way to take care of. Okay. I just don't want to ever have to requalify. Okay. Anyways, with that being said, I want you to understand something. There's a third party close that I like to talk to people about after they've done business with me. What is a third party close? That means if you want massive retention, tell them a story, what happened with somebody else. What does that mean? I'll say, hey, Paul Massey, listen to me. So I had a customer, and by the way, I just want to reach out and say hi. And if you need anything, I want to put another reach out there to make sure you still save my cell phone number. But listen to me. I had a customer that was 3 days late on a payment. Okay. And what happened, or by the way, and I don't know what the rules are. Was it 20 days late or some shit? They
It might have been 30 maybe.
maybe 30 days. So I'm just going to say, we're just going to say this. We had a lady that missed one payment. We'll just use that. We had a lady that missed one payment, and long story short, she called me and, or her husband missed a payment, and she called me and said her husband had died in an accident. And I don't know if you've ever seen anybody that has passed away, but there's something called a death benefit when you have insurance. And she called me and said, hey, my husband passed, it's chaotic. I'm heartbroken on the worst day of our life. We really need this insurance check. And when I looked up their information, he missed a payment just because things got chaotic around the house. Well, how do you think things are when they couldn't get that check? And as much as I wanted to give it to her, I couldn't. So I just want you to do me a favor. Don't ever miss your life insurance payment. We don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, but we know if you do make this payment, we do know what is going to happen. Does that make sense? Okay. Appreciate you. Much love. Have a blessed day. If you need anything, call me. Guys, is this the truth though? This is the truth. And some of you guys, who's had to pay out a death benefit so far? You've had somebody call you. Dude, it sucks. Am I right? Dude, Tyler Glennon sitting here. I got a guy in Real Financial, right? He's running $100,000 issue pay a month right now. He's been doing it 7 months. He's a fucking killer. He eats, sleeps, and breathes this. He's never had a death benefit till the other day. And dude, he breaks down crying and I'm watching him and I'm like thinking his mother died. A guy that he called on the phone, right, who bought insurance, the wife called and said that, and by the way, one of the closes we use is that he said, I need to talk to my wife. And then he was like, hey, let me ask you a question. If you were to, get into a car accident on the way home and somebody was texting and they pulled in front of you and you were to die, do you think your wife would be grateful that you went ahead and made the decision to put life insurance in place for her? That's what he did. So the close was reality. And guess what happened? The guy did buy insurance. He did get it for his wife, and someone was texting and swerved into his lane, hit him head on, he died. Dude, you guys have no idea that you guys are selling nothing. Love don't lie. You guys love your people, don't fucking lie to them. Okay, nobody's guaranteed tomorrow, not you, not me, not you, not anybody else, but anybody who's smart will know that if your family's, and by the way, it's not if anybody's smart. Let me reverse that. Anybody that has a family knows that all the money they work for, there's nothing more important than spending some of that money to make sure their family's protected in the event of an accident or anything happening. Okay. How many other bills do you pay that don't directly affect your family? Almost all of them. This would probably be the only one. Anything that's a priority should get put at the top, and your family should be at the top and probably is at the top. Well, let's make sure they are where they need to be. And let's say, make sure our money is going where it should go. Okay. And that's insurance. You guys feel me? Okay. So anyways, I just want to tell everybody that like us getting together, how I built my legacy. And I'm going to tell you this. I want you to call your shot right now. By the way, this isn't about me today. I'm just talking about life. When I was younger, who in here is over 40 years old? Raise your hand. Okay. So I'm 43. Okay. Now, when I was younger, we didn't have the internet. Remember 1999, I graduated high school. They said it was Y2K. We're all going to fucking die and shit, right? In case you don't remember that. Some of you guys are still in school. But I graduated that year and there wasn't an internet. That was kind of when the .com started coming out in the internet. Okay, now listen to me. I said, I swore to God, I would never get on the internet. Isn't it funny how we change? And I'm going to tell you guys this, is that, look, reach. How many people can you reach? Hey, by the way, your brand. Half of you guys looking at your shirts, you guys don't have your shirts on. You don't have your company shirts on. You got your background logos, but everywhere you go, you should have your brand, your name, your company. Text me. Want to become a millionaire? Text me, right? That's it. Like you guys should have that stuff all over you so people can stop you everywhere you go. Dude, we recruit 20 people a day everywhere we go. Okay. I'm just telling you, listen to me. And hey, by the way, listen to me. If you think you're bothering somebody by talking to other people, like you're an idiot. Do you guys understand this? Is if Clayton Taylor will do what Melvin won't, Clayton's going to beat Melvin. Now, Melvin, listen to me. You might be a great speaker. You might be a great salesman. But remember this, being the best in your room, you're going to get beat out by somebody that's in all the rooms. So rule number one is we got to have reach. You guys need to reach more people. And guess what? If your social media right now is nothing, guess what? If you start today, in a year from now, it will be something and everybody will know you and your face will stand out in a crowd. If I walk anywhere, everybody's like, fuck, dude, that's that Elliott guy. And by the way, you may not know me right now. There's 8 billion people. We can't all know each other that fast, but by the time it's all said and done, everybody will know you. Does everybody know who Kim Kardashian is? Yeah. Shit, isn't that crazy, dude? You have nothing to do with her. She's not in your space, but you know who she is. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't because of her ass. It's because she's freaking all over social media and she's all over the TV, right? I'm just telling you guys, listen to me. And some of you, you didn't find that funny. I'm sorry if I offended you. I'm just telling you, listen to me. It's the truth. You guys got to get out there. So I would tell you this every day. We post 4 times a day. If you go to official Andy Elliott, if anybody goes to my Instagram and you just type in official Andy Elliott, go look at my postings and look at my schedule. I post 4 times a day. I post about my family. I post about my fitness and I post about my business. And I post in mindset. Like I post that shit all the time. I receive anywhere from 40 to 50 DMs a day. People saying, dude, your content changed my life. Listen to me. You don't have to just directly try to go recruit somebody. Start putting out great shit now. So in 6 months from now, you bring a lot of value to people. Then people start messaging like, dude, I really like what you're doing, man. I like what you're saying. And you can say, dude, that's awesome, man. You need to come join our army. They're like, what fucking army? You're like, dude, we need to get on a call, man. You're my kind of guy or my kind of girl. Let's get on a phone. And that's it, man. Anyways, I just want to say that to kind of set off this Monday. What did you do the first 10 months of this year? What are you going to do the last 60 days? Okay. Are you going to be one of these people? Now follow me, where somebody gives you some great information and then it goes in one ear and out the other, and then your life's going to be the same tomorrow. Most people are going to have the same life next year they have this year. Don't be most people. Okay. Or you're going to be a person that whenever somebody tells you something, you're going to go ahead and say, hey, you know what? I've been taught a lot of stuff, but you know what? This makes sense. Okay. Obscurity. Nobody knows who I am. That's a problem. Number two, I've been fucking shy. I'm an introvert and I'm not putting my name out there. That's an issue. I'm an introvert too, guys. And by the way, listen to me. You don't have to be me. All I want you to do is go get what you want in your life and more. I want you to be you. Okay. But you see people that do things you want to do. I'm looking at a guy in the top right. His name's Joseph Wimple. He's wearing a 10X hat. Okay. So if you're watching Grant, then you clearly know what he says. Most people underestimate the amount of effort that it's going to take to make something happen. That could be you. So you're wearing the brand, but you're not doing what he's saying. Okay. Or he talks about marketing. Okay. Get your name out there. Everybody's got to know who you are. Also, repetition's the mother of skill. Practicing your role play at night, recording yourself on a camera. A lot of people think that's stupid. You know what I think stupid? Making small checks. You know what I think stupid? Looking up next year and not being able to give your family the life they want. And by the way, lastly, for any of you that are married, okay, or have a partner that supports you in what you're doing right now, you sold them the dream. Now back it the fuck up. You sold them the dream. What does that mean? Okay. You said, hey, Dustin, okay, baby, I promise you, listen to me. This is the deal. This insurance deal is on the way out. They got this guy here. They got that guy there. She did this. He did that. I'm going to do the same thing. And you know what? Now you're not doing it. You know what your wife's starting to realize? You're a fraud or you're lazy. Listen to me. My job as a man is to have my wife admire me. That's my job. My job is when I go home at the end of the day, I'm going to come home with special energy for my wife and my kids. I'm going to bring the fucking fire, baby. Also, when I wake up, I set the tone for the fucking day for what my family sees what a winner looks like and my team. This isn't about you guys anymore. Okay. You guys want to be fucking legends or you're going to die and nobody's going to know your name. It is your choice. Okay. So the way I operate my life is physical, mental, business. We'll end it on that and I'll hand it back to him. But I just want to tell you guys this. You guys obviously all sell. Okay. You guys take rejection for a living. You spend money on leads. You take risks. You need to be healthy while you're becoming a fucking badass entrepreneur. Yes. If you're not healthy, you're going to get beat out by somebody who's healthier than you. You will break without a strong mindset. The physical part creates the mental mindset. So that rolls into you being mentally strong and working on yourself. How many of you guys look in the mirror and you don't like who you see? That's what I'm fucking talking about, man. Get rid of that shit. You're the problem. You're also the fucking solution. You're the problem, but you're also the solution. Okay. And then lastly, business. All that any man or woman ever in this world asked for was an opportunity. Am I right? Everybody agree? Okay. Every man and woman, all they ever asked for was an opportunity. Well, you know, when we see Kate, when we see Nina strike a big deal, when we see these other, and by the way, we need more women. Women are badasses. Okay. But when we see these people hit these deals and I don't see you hitting it, the only thing that it tells me is that you didn't realize what opportunity you had. So you didn't fucking attack like you should have. Okay. So when everybody gets off this call, you know what I want? I want to see everybody in a year from now. I want to see Keith Richardson in a year from now. Okay. And I want you to have a story to tell because you probably can't tell me some crazy story from last year. And if you can, don't be a fucking one-timer. It's like, remember that one time when I fucking did that deal? It's like, dude, we don't care. It's gone. What are you doing today? Okay. And by the way, listen to me. Who played sports ever in their life? Raise your hand. Okay. Good, good, good. Business is competitive. So let me explain what I mean. This will be the last thing. So whoever can learn the fastest, whoever takes the most notes, whoever takes the most action, whoever studies at night the longest, okay? Who sleeps with their fucking shoes on because they know now's the time. Now, and whoever's not afraid. You know what that means? You don't believe in me? Fuck you, dude. I really don't care. I do not care. And I mean it. I truly don't care. But you know what I am going to do? I'm going to go find people who do believe in me. And I'm going to stay really close to those people. And I'm going to fucking grow with them. And I know that this guy cares a lot about all of you. And I know that you guys all have your own individual relationship that I don't know about. But I want to tell you something. And we'll finish with consumer or contributor. Are you a consumer? Like every day you walk into by the way, you own your own businesses, right? I mean, nobody works for fucking anybody. You guys are a team, but you own your own businesses. Okay. Are you a consumer? Like, what's in it for me? What's this business going to do for me today? Or are you a fucking contributor? Like today, I'm growing this bitch. Today, I'm fucking taking this company to the next, my company, mine. I'm going to take my company to the next level. Today, I'm going to find me a new writer. Today, hey, by the way, listen to me. Hiring and recruiting, education and experience means fucking nothing to me. Nothing. I look for somebody who wants an opportunity and who's hungry. So if I was to walk up to any of you right now, I wouldn't say, hey, do you know anything about insurance? Hey, no, I'd say this. Hey, dude, you got a fire in your belly? You fucking hungry? You want to win? You want to go attack? You want to go psycho? You got something inside of you brewing? Yeah? Okay, good. Good. That's what I like. Now, let me ask you another question. With that hunger, you want an opportunity? Opportunity of a lifetime? I might have one. If I did, would you want to sit down for 30 minutes and talk about it? And if I told you, would you initiate an attack? They say, yeah, say good. Because I'm crazy as shit. And I need some more crazy people to run with me in my army. Okay? Guys, find people just like you. And guess what? Wake up, get stirred up, get pissed off today. I said, Sam, get pissed off. You're not going to win casually. Okay? If you're broke, fucking act like you're broke. Don't sleep like you're rich. Okay? I see people sleeping. I'm like, fuck, what are you dying? One day you're going to sleep forever. Right? Wake up. Guys, we've talked for an hour. What I want you to understand is this recording, you can send it to everybody when we're done. But listen to me, later tonight, train in the dark. What you do when the stands are empty is who you are. I want you to really go through and find one or two things that you can apply to your life after an hour of conversation. And then, by the way, I don't want you to be me or anything. What I want you to do is go fucking attack. And I want you to have a life worth being remembered for. And I want your wife to admire you. And I want your kids to look up to you. And I want you to be their hero. It's a good shit in life, right, guys? Men and women? Okay, good. Well, listen, hey, love you guys. I'm going to turn it over to him. I'm going to jump on another call in 1 minute. I know you guys are going to go make a shit ton of money, right?
Yeah.
We got anything you want to finish
This is
with?
great. No, Andy, appreciate you, man. Love you, man.
Tag me on social media. We'll share your shit, but go post it, man. Be like, dude, DM me if you want on these calls. You know what I mean? These millionaire calls. Like, dude, people will reach out, man, and, you know, fucking put them on the call with you one time. You know what I'm saying? And by the way, listen to me. Some of you guys, and we'll say one last thing. We need you to fucking show up and be having these meetings for other people, man. That's it. That's why we had this meeting, is so that you could just say, hey, man, I need to do more, right? Like, I need to be the fucking example, okay? Because your team will only work half as hard as your work. That's it. You know, that's the rule, okay? So stay crazy. Cool?
Yeah. Hey, thanks for being on, guys. Listen, he said, I mean, just take what he imply it. Go to work, make things happen today. It's going to be your best week, your best day, your best month. Everything's going to happen today. Take what he taught you. Take it. Let's go. Let's create the energy you have, and let's go. You already have what you need. You already have what you need. You hear this guy? He's been talking about insurance for a brief period of time, and he knows more than a lot of us. I mean, like, because he studies it every day.
Just study these motherfuckers.
That's what he's doing. So
Mike Curry, guys, let's go kill him today. Love you guys. Have a good day. Go beast mode. See you. Appreciate you.